Communicating provocative ideas effectively in an era defined by rapid information exchange and ideological polarization, provocative ideas have become both catalysts and controversies within movements striving for social change. These are not mere statements but deliberate challenges to conventional wisdom, designed to disrupt complacency and provoke critical reflection. The power of such ideas lies in their ability to transcend passive consumption and demand active engagement from audiences seeking meaningful transformation. When articulated thoughtfully, they can ignite conversations that reshape societal norms and inspire collective action toward justice. The nature of provocative ideas often emerge at the intersection of truth-telling and strategic disruption. They challenge prevailing narratives by exposing uncomfortable realities or proposing radical alternatives to entrenched systems. This type of discourse requires careful calibration between provocation and constructive dialogue. A well-crafted idea can spark necessary debates without devolving into unproductive conflict. Dangerous truths, revealing suppressed histories or systemic inequalities that mainstream media avoids, can awaken dormant consciousness among activists. Radical propositions, proposing entirely new frameworks for governance, economics, or social organization, forces audiences to reconsider taken-for-granted assumptions. The effectiveness of these ideas depends largely on context-specific delivery methods tailored to particular activist communities and cultural landscapes. Historically marginalized groups have used provocative rhetoric as tools of resistance against oppressive structures, demonstrating how such strategies can empower rather than alienate when deployed appropriately. Critics argue that excessive provocations risk overshadowing substantive policy discussions with performative outrage. However, proponents maintain that discomfiting existing power dynamics is essential groundwork for genuine reform efforts. Ethical considerations in ideological disruption. Navigating ethical boundaries while promoting controversial perspectives demands conscientious evaluation of potential consequences. Activists must weigh immediate impact against long-term implications for their cause's credibility. Purposeful incitement may achieve tactical gains yet could undermine broader legitimacy if perceived as extreme or manipulative. Maintaining moral integrity remains crucial even amidst fervent advocacy. Awareness of target audiences' sensitivities enables communicators to strike appropriate balances between shock value and thoughtful analysis. Transparency regarding intentions behind provocative messaging helps prevent misunderstandings that might fracture coalitions working toward shared objectives. Strategic framing techniques. How a provocative message is framed significantly influences its reception. Effective framing aligns core arguments with values cherished by target audiences while clearly articulating transformative goals. Framing techniques must account for cognitive biases inherent in human perception processes, leveraging psychological principles to enhance persuasive capacity. Successful campaigns frequently reframe dominant paradigms through alternative lenses, offering compelling visions rooted in equity and inclusion. Such reframing operations require meticulous research into prevailing belief systems before attempting any paradigmatic shifts. The role of media in amplifying provocations. Mainstream media outlets play dual roles as gatekeepers and amplifiers of contentious messages within public spheres. Their coverage decisions shape which ideas gain traction and visibility across different platforms. Savvy communicators strategically position themselves within media ecosystems where provocative content has greater chance of reaching influential decision-makers and opinion leaders. Engaging with digital spaces beyond traditional newsrooms allows for more direct interaction with target demographics interested in progressive causes. Social media algorithms favor content generating strong emotional responses, making them particularly effective vehicles for distributing provocative material intended to drive engagement metrics upwards. Careful consideration must go into selecting optimal channels based on demographic profiles rather than relying solely on algorithmic trends. Analyzing competitor organizations' communication tactics reveals opportunities for differentiation through innovative use of available mediums. Crafting impactful message structures. Message architecture plays pivotal role in determining whether provocative ideas resonate emotionally with listeners or fall flat due to poor construction. Clear logical flow enhances comprehension while maintaining rhetorical forcefulness. Balancing factual evidence with passionate appeals ensures messages retain analytical rigor despite their disruptive nature. This duality prevents accusations of being either too academic or purely sensationalist. Varying tonal registers according to situation allows speakers to adapt their approach effectively without losing authenticity or diluting their central thesis. Employment of narrative storytelling techniques makes abstract concepts tangible and relatable, increasing likelihood that audiences will internalize proposed changes. Structuring arguments around recognizable patterns facilitates easier digestion of complex theories, ensuring key points remain accessible even amid challenging subject matter. Maintaining consistency amidst controversy. Consistent thematic reinforcement strengthens coherence throughout campaign communications. Regularly revisited core themes help solidify understanding and build cumulative momentum towards common aims. Repetition does not equate to redundancy. Instead, it serves as formational process reinforcing fundamental beliefs until they attain status of self-evident truths within movement circles. Tracking evolving discourses surrounding specific issues informs timely updates to ongoing dialogues, preventing obsolescence of previous contributions. Creating touchpoints through various formats as videos, podcasts, written manifestos sustains continuous presence within dynamic discussion environments. Genuine engagement with opposing viewpoints demonstrates commitment to open dialogue over ideological dogmatism, enhancing overall credibility within broader society. Measuring influence and refining approaches. Assessing impact necessitates establishing clear benchmarks aligned with organizational missions. Quantifiable indicators alongside qualitative feedback provide holistic assessment mechanisms. Data analytics reveal patterns in audience behavior, indicating what types of provocations yield highest response rates or conversions to desired actions. Iterative refinement, guided by empirical findings, ensures sustained relevance and efficacy within ever-changing political climates. Continuous learning cycles foster adaptive capabilities required to navigate shifting socio-political terrains successfully. Cultivating internal reflective practices promotes culture of improvement aimed at perfecting future outreach initiatives grounded in real-world outcomes. The power of collective action in idea propagation. Collective mobilization magnifies individual voices, creating resonance capable of influencing larger societal conversations. United front amplifies impact exponentially compared to isolated expressions. Organized demonstrations, boycotts, petitions, and other forms of civic participation serve as practical implementations translating theoretical propositions into concrete actions. Networked communities facilitate knowledge sharing that reinforces ideological foundations through peer validation experiences. Collaborative projects undertaken collectively deepen investment levels, leading to increased personal stakes tied to success or failure of advocated positions. Celebratory recognition given to participants affirms value placed upon contributions made towards achieving shared objectives. Conclusion. Effectively communicating provocative ideas demands nuanced approaches blending principled stances with pragmatic considerations. Success hinges on cultivating deep connections with target populations rather than merely disseminating messages indiscriminately. By adopting multifaceted strategies encompassing ethical awareness, strategic framing, media savvy, structural clarity, consistency maintenance, performance measurement, and communal strength, advocates can transform challenging notions into potent instruments of lasting change.